Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. We're going to do another turtle build here. And if you haven't seen my last video, this is the cursed turtle that I built. So go check that one out. Why does my camera feel like it's not focusing? There we go. So the cursed turtle, this is it. So we just finished that, but I'm going to post these videos separately. So we got this turtle case. Comes with kind of an OEM looking bracelet, right? It kind of looks the part. It's similar. The clasp on this one, absolutely dog doo-doo, but we're going to replace that one anyways. So we're going to replace the clasp. Let's pop this off of here. Oh, what am I doing? I haven't even talked about what we're doing yet. So there's our MH36. We are going to be using this beautiful, beautiful patty dial. Piece of fuzz on it already. So it's got that sunburst kind of blue, but it's like blue-green, and it's dark, and it's kind of brooding. And then we're either gonna do, well, we got all black, we got blue and black, or we got all blue. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna use yet. And then we got, these are Heimdallr turtle hands. So that's the plan. Let's do it. That's like the most tactile wind of any Seiko movement I've ever seen. Maybe it's just got real new teeth on it or something. I don't know, but it just, that thing really had some, let's see if you can hear it. That is something else. Alright, so now if you followed along on the last build, that cursed turtle, originally I had put a different movement in there that had a bad date wheel, and then I was I was actually swapping the dial to this one because I like this, it's Patty logoed, which I thought was cool, and I thought it'd be a little less like shockingly blue, but I hated it in this case. And so then in the process of switching it back, I screwed up the hands, and then I didn't have so what did I do? God, my camera just doesn't seem to want to focus. There we go. So I bought all new parts to make another watch, and I put that one together, and it was just a mess. So let's get this guy back in here. Do that. We're gonna get this movement in the movement holder. I keep wanting to just like set it down, and that's not ideal. Okay, so that's all set. Now I'm gonna do spin the hands till they're spinning around. Oh, there, I waited, I was doing it too fast, and I kind of overshot it. So let's be a little bit more patient here. It's my second build of the night. The first one was horrendous, so come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's currently 10 o'clock at night. I get to do these while my wife is sleeping. So let's flip the camera, get you in a better position to see what's going on here. Okay, here we go. So let us first get an hour hand on here. Oh boy, I think I've got some cheap like knockoff Rodico that I'm using. It just doesn't ever seem to want to hold properly, and it doesn't want to seem to pull the goo and the guts and the schmutz off and all that kind of stuff. So I really should buy some real deal Rodico. I think it would make an improvement. Okay, so we're gonna get this lined up there. That's pretty good. And we're gonna get it on here. So that's just tapped on there. Now I want to ever so slightly give it a nudge. Okay. Now let's... Ooh, yeah, that was a nice click. That hand is nearly perfect. Does have a little bit of fuzz on the pinion. Let's get that out of there. Hopefully it's not stuck between the hand and the pinion. Nope, it's good. Like I said, nearly perfect. We're gonna try to give it just a little more. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. If you haven't got one of these knockoff Chinese, it's a Bergeon knockoff, but the real thing's like $1,700. This is like $130. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on AliExpress. Get the right movement holder. I've got one coming. I'm just too impatient to wait for it because all these parts came and I've been away for the weekend celebrating my wife's birthday, and I just wanted to build these watches because I struggled, again, the cursed turtle. I struggled so much with that one, and I just want these watches done. So now we're gonna get a minute hand. If you guys are doing a turtle or an SKX build and you like the SKX, the typical SKX turtle style hands, the best thing you can do for yourself in the entire world is get Heimdallr hands. Heimdallr, in my opinion, is the best homage out there. Jesus, this is going to be kind of a pain. I'm having a hard time getting it. I guess what I should do is do it on here, right? That's the whole point. Can you guys see that? Am I in the way? So the whole point of getting this set up and moving the camera there so you guys can see me press those hands on. I hate that angle. Hold on. Let's move the camera angle. That's slightly better. So like I was saying, the whole point of this was so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I feel like most of my videos, you're like top down and it's kind of crude and you guys don't get to see the best part. Let's watch this hand pop into place just ever so beautifully. Oh my goodness. Now the last... Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That hand's got like a bend to it. Let's see if I can... That's not how you're supposed to use this tool, but it kind of worked. Okay, that's pretty good. My last set of hands came bent because of the way they shipped it. Just gonna nose this hour hand down a little bit. These ones have a little bit of a bow to it, but that's all right. They clear just fine now. And they line up perfectly. And these Heimdallr hands, they're kind of polished and the loom on them is beautiful. Give it a little wipe off camera here. What a terrible YouTuber I am. Oh, but the loom on these things, man, the loom is good. The loom is so good. Heimdallr kills it, if you ask me, as far as these the Seiko homages. We're not talking about like a Rolex style. We're talking the Seiko style, the real stuff, the cool stuff. Okay, so now let me just kick my lights and get my face in the camera, and just, this is probably horrific for you guys, I'm sure, as my hand's totally in the way, but we're gonna do the best we can. Here we go. That's off because I keep nudging it. Once I get the proper movement holder, I won't really have to do it like this. Kind of tap that, and it's on the pinion. There we go. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to switch it to the smallest. It's almost like a flat. Oh yeah. Oh, that is sharp. Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll get a rolling chair too. Can you see that? Just beautiful. Yeah, it's not going to want to focus on that, but that is stunning, 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 stunning. Oh, that counterbalance is real close, though. We're going to have to flex that up a little bit, Let's do that with a little plastic baggie. Just give it like a little boop. Okay, so we got all that done. We are going to clean this up. And you know what I'm going to do in the meantime? I'm going to do what I started out doing this video, and that is take the bracelet off. Oh boy, I don't like the feel of this. These pins. What are they? Oh my goodness, these pins are like junk. There we go. That one's out. When you buy these AliExpress cases and bracelets, the one thing that where you really see the difference is in things like spring bars, bracelet fitment, that kind of stuff. That's really where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. You know, where you really see these shoddy. Anyways, my battery is at like 10%, so if it dies, it dies, and we'll come back. But my microphone is plugged into my power source. I wonder if I can. I think my microphone actually has a plug in it as well. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Get it together. You know what? Let me do that. Let me see if I can get some power to this phone before we go any farther. Oh man, you know what I did? And now one of my lights is blinking. Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be a cursed turtle as well? So I've got everything on this big power strip. Everything's plugged in. So this is my microphone transmitter, receiver, whatever. And it's got, so it plugs into my phone here. And then it's got a USB-C. I thought I could daisy chain it basically, and boy was I wrong. So I plugged in a USB-C, and I heard like a click, and then it smelled kind of funny, just a little bit, not a lot. It smells like burned electronics, and now it won't turn on. So now my microphone is just blinking away, looking for somebody to pair it to. Let's turn you off, little buddy. And so I fried that. That sucks. I just got this thing and it's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. So that is really disheartening, and the microphones don't work without it. So we're gonna finish this video with poor audio. Thank you. Okay. That's all good. So this is all together. We're going to engage the movement, and then we're going to clean this. So we'll come back to this because I'm going to clean this off camera. All right, so there she is, all cleaned off. Let's case this movement. Doesn't matter if the crown's in there. There's no stem in it right now. Isn't there? I feel like it didn't want to go. It's like way wonky, but a little gingerly, very delicately. Fuck. Come on, man. Oh, the cursed turtles, man. These things they're killing me. I am nervous to flip this thing back over and see what that did. Everything looks fine. I just have to give it a nudge. Little nudge. That was probably enough. Yep, is that? No, not quite. That was like Seiko level alignment. We're looking for better than that. Okay. Nope, we want to keep going. That's in there pretty snug. It's not quite there. Come on. I'm jacking up my plastic tweezers trying to do this. So maybe as good as it gets. What do you think? Is that gonna? It's just so freaking close, but not. Movement doesn't want it. It's in there real snug. What do you guys think? That's not good enough. I can do better than that. Come on. Am I gonna have to say screw it and lift it back up and do it that way? That didn't do it. Come on. Boy, this thing is in there. Snug. Just doesn't want to go that extra little bit. I may have to just live with that. What do you think? Why are these turtle builds just kicking my butt? This thing like doesn't want to come out of here. And you know what's gonna happen, it's gonna come flying out. There we go. Okay. Let's try to do it from the start. Oh, see, it's like it wants to be that just a little bit off. Something must be hanging up in there. That's better, but that's exactly the same. Whatever, that's what we're gonna do. Something might be hanging up in that. Oh, you know what I think it is. Yep, it's the movement holder. I'll zoom in there, right in that where the crown tube sticks in. And there's a little notch and it just won't go any farther. That's fine. We're gonna call that good because we're having problems here. So now we have to, what did I do with that stem? We have to cut a stem. The last one I didn't have to because I'd already cut it and yada yada yada. So let's cut this stem. We're gonna breeze through this. All right, so I've got a cut. I just put it in, and this is my first cut. And I just deburred it basically, and it screws down all the way tight. And when I unscrew it, get a good crown pop. So I can wind it. Everything works well. That's what happens when you are a professional. One cut crown. That's all I needed. It's the only thing on these two builds that have gone halfway right, you know? So I have to find the wins where I can. I feel like I see fuzz everywhere. If you want a fuzz-free workbench, don't have cats. I try to keep them out of this room, but they come in here. Fuzz comes in on you, and it's just, yeah. Anyways, so let's screw that down. Let's get these god-awful finger cuts off. What a horrible thing. Look at, I always complain about it, but look at that poor thumb. All right, so let's get this sticker off of here. Throw that bad boy away, or just throw it on the floor. Okay, so everything works. Like my phone's dying again. Did it go dim for you guys? It's dim for me. Should get my little plastic bag, but whatever. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay. So let's pick a bezel insert. Alright, so my phone wasn't charging even though it was plugged in because the battery was getting too hot. So what did I do? I went and put my phone in the fridge for a few minutes to cool it down. Hopefully now we can get through the video. Eventually I'll get a real camera, but until I start making some money off of you guys, that's on hold. So there's black with the blue. I think that black is just too plain black. Let's take a look at this blue. That is pretty nice. But to be perfectly honest, that blue is a little on the bright side. And I have that great white turtle that's got an all blue bezel, looks kind of similar to this. Let's see how this black and blue looks. See if that, like, I feel like that's, I don't know, what do you guys think? It's really hard to get a good idea for what that dial looks like. I think I'm gonna go with a two-tone, honestly. I've got a couple of two-tones. This other cursed turtle is two-tone. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's do that. All right. We'll use those for something else. A non-cursed turtle, I don't know. So what we're gonna do, you know what I found is that the forked end of a spring bar tool is nice and sharp, especially this one, this Bergeon one, and you can get in there and grab, pull that little protector off, little wax paper. All right, so then what we do is I like to just give it a couple of spins and then back it all the way up so it's tight. And then I always like to try to do this. You know what, I'm gonna do this off camera, sorry guys. All right, we're back. I got it lined up perfectly. We got it pressed down. That is pretty good if I do say so myself. Looking through the loop. Yeah, even though the chapter ring is ever so slightly off, it's really not easy to tell. Boy, that looks sharp. I'm gonna have to get, again, some daylight pics and videos of both of these. We'll do a loom comparison here in just a minute, but boy, that looks good. Let's get the bracelet on here. All right, well, the struggle continues with these builds. Both are cursed turtles at this point, in my opinion. Wipe all the thumbprints off that. So I threw the Islander bracelet on this one. Fits great, except there's a little bit of, that's pretty typical actually for a turtle. I can stick a little bit of tape back in there to close that gap and that'll be fine. But this is the bracelet that came on this case, and I tried different spring bars. The end link fitment is doggy doo-doo. Like I tried putting put a drill bit in there to try to open up those holes just a little bit. I tried grinding a little bit on here, just a little bit, but basically they don't fit with the spring bars engaged like it looks like it should. And I can hold it up and see light through there, but I can tell that hole when I look through there is oblong, meaning it's not all the way lined up. And so I put a nicer clasp on there. That'll be coming back off. But anyways, this bracelet is junk, so I'll just be getting probably another Islander or something, because they're fine and it obviously fits on here. So anyways, let's get some loom shots, and then let's get some daylight shots. We'll hit them with the black light here, and let's turn the lights off. All right, so here's the red and blue. That looks good. The hands and the dial match, which is always nice. Same thing on this one. The hands and the dials match. The hands are a little bit brighter, and actually in person, this is kind of strange. In person, these look green. On the video, they look blue. That's kind of interesting. I'm sure it's got something to do with the wavelengths and whatever. This one, the Heimdallr hands look much brighter, which is not surprising. But they're pretty good. I mean, not great. You know, this one, the blue one, the dark blue. That one's definitely better, I think. So all in all, I'm probably never building a turtle ever again. Both these two tested me so much. I was so excited when these parts came in. I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish them and they're gonna be awesome and it's gonna go fine. And it didn't, and so that sucks. But what I would recommend, if you want to build a turtle, is to buy a Heimdallr turtle homage and dial swap it. Just put the dial you want in there, and you could bezel swap it too, right? That's what I would do rather than getting all these parts individually, because these ones you kind of never know what you're getting. It's super disappointing that this bracelet, which I think I paid extra for, just doesn't fit. It came on the watch, but as soon as I took it off, I can't get it back on. So anyways, we'll get some daylight shots to close this thing out, but thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the saga of the dueling cursed turtles. And if you found it at least entertaining at my expense, that's fine. But if you did, you better like the video. And a follow would be fantastic, or subscribe. Sorry, this isn't Instagram. So subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow it. We're trying to build more watches. We're trying to do cool stuff. And come see the next video.